Welcome to Speak English Podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Speak English Podcast. I'm David, and today I have my amazing co-host Sarah joining me. Sarah, how are you doing today?
Thanks, David. I'm doing great. Really excited about today's topic. This is something I wish someone had taught me years ago when I was learning.
Right? So let me ask you something. Have you ever listened to a native speaker and thought, wait, what language are they even speaking right now?
Oh, absolutely. Even when you know the words, somehow it all just becomes this blur of sounds. It's like they're speaking at super speed and skipping half the words.
Exactly. And that's what we're tackling today. We're going to show you how to finally understand native English speakers without feeling lost or confused.
The best part is, this isn't complicated. Once you understand what's actually happening when natives talk, everything clicks into place.
Before we dive in, if you're tired of replaying conversations in your head, trying to figure out what people said, hit that like button right now.
And subscribe to our channel because we're here every week with practical tips that actually help you communicate better in real English conversations.
Trust me, what we're sharing today changed the game for so many of our listeners. This could be the breakthrough moment you've been waiting for.
So let's get into it. No more feeling embarrassed asking people to repeat themselves. No more nodding and smiling when you have no idea what was said.
So here's what's really happening when you can't understand natives. It's not that you don't know enough words or that your English is bad. The real issue is something called connected speech. And it's the secret that nobody talks about in traditional English classes.
When native speakers talk, they don't pronounce words the way you learned them in textbooks. Instead, words blend together, sounds change, and some sounds actually disappear completely. It's like watching individual drops of water merge into a flowing stream.
Think about how you learned English. You probably studied each word separately, pronounced clearly and carefully. But in real conversations, natives speak in chunks, where multiple words flow together as one smooth unit, creating entirely new sound patterns.
This isn't something natives do on purpose to make things difficult. It's actually the natural way any language works when people speak comfortably and quickly. Your brain does the exact same thing in your native language. You just never noticed it before.
The challenge is that your ears are trained to listen for individual words, but natives are producing connected phrases. It's like trying to find specific trees when you're looking at a forest. You need to adjust your focus to see the bigger picture instead.
Here's the good news, though. Connected speech follows predictable patterns. Once you understand these patterns and train your ears to recognize them, native speech suddenly becomes clear. It's like switching from blurry to high definition in your listening.
Most English learners waste years trying to expand their vocabulary, thinking that's the solution. But you probably already know most of the words natives use every day. The problem isn't what they're saying, it's how they're saying it, and how it sounds different.
Your textbook taught you that each word has a specific pronunciation, but that's only true when words are spoken in isolation. In real speech, words adapt and change based on what comes before and after them, creating a completely different sound.
This is why you can read English much better than you can understand spoken English. When you read, each word is separate and clear. But when you listen, everything flows together, and your brain struggles to find where one word ends and another begins.
Understanding connected speech is the bridge between knowing English and actually using it in real life. Once you cross that bridge, conversations become effortless, movies become enjoyable, and you finally feel confident communicating with native speakers anywhere.
Let me show you exactly what I mean with a real example. When someone asks you a question like, "What are you going to do tonight?" most learners expect to hear each word clearly separated. But that's not what actually happens in natural conversation.
In reality, natives say something that sounds more like, "What are you gonna do tonight?" Notice how you becomes ya and going to becomes gonna. The words merge together and create a rhythm that's completely different from what you studied in class.
Here's another common one. The phrase, "I don't know," rarely sounds like three separate words. Instead, it comes out as something closer to "I don't know," where the sounds blend and flow together. If you're listening for three distinct words, you'll miss it every single time.
Pay attention to questions like, "Did you eat yet?" When natives speak naturally, this becomes, "Did you eat yet?" or even faster. The individual words almost disappear, and what you hear is one smooth phrase with a specific rhythm and melody to it.
The key thing to understand is that stressed words carry the meaning, while unstressed words connect them together. In "I'm gonna get some food," the stressed words are gonna, get, and food. Everything else is softer and quicker, almost background noise.
This is why focusing on every single word is exhausting and ineffective. Your brain is trying to process too much information. Instead, train yourself to catch the stressed words first, because those words tell you what the sentence is actually about and what's important.
Let's talk about common phrases you hear every day. Want to becomes wanna, got to becomes gotta, out of becomes oute. These aren't slang or incorrect English. This is simply how the mouth naturally moves when speaking at a comfortable, normal pace.
Even simple greetings follow this pattern. "How are you doing?" often sounds like "how you doing" in casual conversation. The more comfortable and relaxed the speaker is, the more connected their speech becomes. This is actually a sign of fluency, not laziness or poor pronunciation habits.
The fascinating part is that you probably already do this in your native language without realizing it. Every language has connected speech patterns. The difference is that in your language, your brain automatically knows what to listen for and fills in the gaps.
Now you need to train your English brain to do the same thing. Stop trying to hear every individual word perfectly. Instead, listen for the rhythm, the stressed words, and the overall melody of the sentence. Your comprehension will improve dramatically almost immediately.
When you master the skill of understanding connected speech, your entire English experience transforms. First and most importantly, that constant anxiety and stress you feel during conversations with natives completely disappears because you're finally understanding what's being said.
You'll start enjoying English content for the first time. Movies, TV shows, podcasts, and YouTube videos stop being frustrating study sessions and become actual entertainment. You can finally relax and enjoy the story instead of struggling to catch every word that flies by.
Your confidence in social situations skyrockets. No more awkward moments where you're nodding and pretending you understood. No more asking people to repeat themselves 3 times. You can actually participate in conversations naturally and respond appropriately to what people are really saying.
Here's something amazing that happens. Your own speaking automatically becomes more natural and fluent. When you understand how natives connect their words, you start doing it yourself without even thinking about it. People will tell you that you sound more like a native speaker.
Native speakers will understand you better, too. When you speak with natural rhythm and connected speech patterns, you're speaking the way their brains expect to hear English. Communication becomes smoother and more effective in both directions, making every conversation feel easier and more natural.
You'll stop translating in your head. This is huge. When you can follow the natural flow of connected speech, your brain switches from translation mode to direct English thinking mode. You process meaning instantly without that mental delay that makes conversations exhausting and slow.
Your listening speed improves dramatically. What used to sound impossibly fast now feels completely normal and easy to follow. You realize that natives aren't actually speaking that fast. They're just speaking naturally, and now you're finally tuned into the right frequency to understand them.
Professional opportunities open up. Being able to understand natives in meetings, phone calls, and presentations makes you a more valuable employee or business partner. You can network confidently, understand clients clearly, and participate fully in international work environments without language barriers holding you back.
You gain access to authentic resources for continuous learning. Once you can understand native content, the entire internet becomes your classroom. You can learn about any topic from native speakers, absorb natural expressions, and keep improving your English effortlessly through content you actually enjoy.
Perhaps the most rewarding benefit is the genuine connections you'll make with people. When language stops being a barrier, you can build real friendships, understand humor and culture, and truly express yourself. English stops being a subject you study and becomes a tool for living life fully.
Let's get practical with your training plan. Step 1 is to choose content you already know well. Pick a movie or TV show you've watched before with subtitles in your language. Now, watch a short scene, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, without any subtitles at all.
Focus only on the rhythm and melody of the speech, not individual words. Listen for which words are stressed and loud versus which words are quiet and fast. You're training your ears to hear patterns instead of trying to catch every single syllable that comes out.
Step 2 is the shadowing technique, and this is incredibly powerful. Find a short audio clip, around 30 seconds to 1 minute. Play it, and immediately speak along with the speaker, mimicking everything they do, including their rhythm, speed, and even their emotion and tone.
Don't worry about understanding every word during shadowing. The goal is to match the natural flow of native speech with your own mouth and voice. This trains both your ears and your speaking muscles simultaneously, creating a deep connection with how English really sounds in conversation.
Step 3 is learning to listen for stressed words only. When you watch content or have conversations, stop trying to catch everything. Instead, identify just the most important words in each sentence. These stressed words carry the main meaning, and everything else is just connecting them together smoothly.
Practice this with short clips. Listen once and write down only the words you hear clearly. Then listen again and try to fill in the connecting words. You'll notice that understanding the stressed words first actually makes it easier to guess what the connecting words must be.
Step 4 involves recording yourself speaking naturally. Pretend you're having a casual conversation with a friend about your day, your hobbies, or anything you enjoy. Speak for 2 or 3 minutes without planning what you'll say. Just let the words flow out spontaneously and naturally.
Then listen back to your recording. Pay attention to your own rhythm and pace. Are you speaking word by word, or are you connecting phrases naturally? This self-awareness is crucial because it shows you exactly where you need to improve and what patterns you're already doing well.
Step 5 is to immerse yourself in real conversations. Find language exchange partners, join English conversation groups online, or practice with friends who speak English. The goal is to expose yourself to natural, unscripted speech in low-pressure situations where mistakes are completely okay and expected.
Make this a daily habit, even if it's just 15 minutes. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Your brain needs regular exposure to natural speech patterns to rewire itself. Small daily practice will get you further than occasional, long study sessions that leave you exhausted and overwhelmed.
The biggest mistake learners make is trying to understand 100% of everything they hear. This creates panic and anxiety, which actually shuts down your comprehension even more. Instead, aim for understanding the general meaning and let the details come naturally over time.
Another common error is jumping straight into content that's way too difficult for your current level. If you're still struggling with basic conversations, don't torture yourself with fast-paced action movies or complex news podcasts. Build your skills gradually with appropriate content that challenges without overwhelming you completely.
Many learners focus too much on individual words instead of phrases and chunks of meaning. Native speakers don't think in single words, they think in phrases and idea units. Start training your ear to catch these larger chunks, because that's how fluent comprehension actually works in real life.
Don't ignore context clues and visual information. Native speakers understand each other partly because they use context, body language, facial expressions, and shared cultural knowledge. Use everything available to help you understand, not just the sounds coming out of someone's mouth during the conversation.
Stop rewinding constantly to catch every single word you missed. This habit actually prevents you from developing the skill of understanding speech in real time. In real conversations, there's no rewind button. You need to practice flowing with the conversation, even when you miss small parts here and there.
Please don't get discouraged by different accents and dialects. Every single native speaker has an accent, and there's huge variety even within the same country. Exposure to different accents actually makes you a better listener overall because your brain learns to adapt to various speech patterns and styles quickly.
Many people make the mistake of only practicing with slow, clear educational content. While that's fine for beginners, you need to challenge yourself with authentic native content eventually. Real conversations don't happen at textbook speed, so your ears need exposure to natural pacing and rhythm to truly adapt.
Don't skip the speaking practice thinking you can just focus on listening. Speaking and listening are deeply connected in your brain. When you practice speaking with natural rhythm and connections, your listening comprehension improves automatically. They support each other, so practice both skills together for faster progress and better results.
Avoid the trap of relying on subtitles for everything. Subtitles are helpful tools, but if you never practice without them, you'll always depend on them. Gradually reduce your subtitle use. Start with English subtitles, then move to no subtitles for content you already know well.
Finally, don't compare your progress to others or expect overnight results. Everyone's learning journey is different and unique. Some people pick up listening skills faster, others need more time and exposure. Focus on your own improvement, celebrate small victories, and trust that consistent practice will get you where you want to be.
All right, it's time for your mission this week, and this is going to be really eye-opening for you. Find one English podcast episode or YouTube video about something you're genuinely interested in. It could be about cooking, sports, technology, movies, whatever excites you personally.
The content should be between 5 and 10 minutes long. Not too short that you don't get enough exposure, but not so long that it feels overwhelming or exhausting. Make sure it's created by native speakers, not educational content designed for learners, because we want authentic, natural speech patterns.
Here's the important part. Listen to it without any subtitles or transcripts. Don't pause, don't rewind. Just listen straight through, like you're having a real conversation. Your goal isn't to understand every word. Instead, focus on getting the main ideas, the general topic, and the overall message being communicated.
After you finish listening, write down 3 things you understood from the content. It doesn't matter if you're not completely certain about the details. Write down what you think you heard, the main points you caught, and your general impression of what the content was about and what message it conveyed.
Now, here's where the magic happens. The next day, listen to that exact same clip again. Don't look up transcripts or translations yet. Just listen again with fresh ears and notice what's different this time. You'll be amazed at how much more you catch on the second listening attempt.
Your brain was working in the background between the first and second listening. It was processing patterns, making connections, and figuring out the speech rhythms. The second time through, you'll understand significantly more without doing any studying. This proves that your brain is already adapting and learning these natural patterns automatically.
After the second listening, write down 3 more things you understood that you missed the first time. Compare your 2 sets of notes and celebrate the progress you made. This isn't about being perfect. It's about recognizing that your comprehension improved naturally just through focused exposure and attention to the content.
We want you to share your experience in the comments below. Tell us what content you chose, what surprised you about the second listening, and how much your comprehension improved. We read every single comment, and we genuinely love hearing about your breakthroughs and progress, no matter how small they might seem to you.
If you want to take this challenge further, listen to the same clip a 3rd time after a few days. You'll catch even more details and nuances. This repetition isn't boring. It's powerful training for your brain to recognize and process natural connected speech patterns effectively and efficiently.
Remember, every single native speaker you understand a little better is a victory worth celebrating. Progress isn't always dramatic or obvious. Sometimes it's these small moments of clarity that build up over time into complete fluency and confidence. So take this challenge seriously and trust the process completely.
So we've covered a lot today, but the core message is simple. Understanding native speakers isn't about knowing more words or studying harder. It's about recognizing connected speech patterns and training your ears to follow the natural rhythm and flow of English as it's actually spoken.
We showed you that natives blend words together, stress certain words while softening others, and create a melody in their speech. Once you stop trying to catch every single word and instead focus on the bigger picture, comprehension becomes natural, effortless, and even enjoyable for you.
The practical steps we shared, from shadowing to focused listening practice, will retrain your brain to process English the way natives actually speak it. Remember, this is a skill that improves with consistent practice, not something that happens overnight. So be patient with yourself and trust the journey ahead.
If you made it all the way to the end of this episode, that shows you're seriously committed to improving your English fluency. That dedication is what separates people who dream about speaking English from those who actually achieve it. You're on the right path, so keep going and stay consistent with your practice.
Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next episode. We're constantly sharing practical strategies like this that actually work in real conversations. And if this video helped you today, please give it a thumbs up to help other learners find it too.
We want to hear from you in the comments. Tell us about your biggest challenge with understanding native speakers. Share your experiences, ask questions, and connect with other learners in our community. We read everything, and we love supporting your journey to fluency and confidence in English communication.
And here's a quick way to let us know this content was valuable for you. If you found this episode helpful and you're ready to understand natives better, just type "connected speech" in the comments below. It helps us understand what content resonates with you and what topics we should cover next.
Thanks so much for spending this time with us on Speak English Podcast. I'm Sarah, this is David, and we'll see you in the next episode with more practical tips to help you communicate confidently in English. Until then, keep listening, keep practicing, and enjoy your English learning journey.